Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to another week of online learning. This week in math, our main focus is going to be story problems. Each day, you are going to have one story problem that you need to solve using our problem-solving routine. Okay? So today, I'm going to go through to remind your brain how we solve story problems. So step number 1 says, read the story and visualize it in your head. So there were 8 kids playing tag. 7 more kids came to play. How many kids in all were playing tag? I want you to think to yourself, have you ever played tag? Have you ever seen anyone playing tag? I want you to picture what it might look like for these kids to be playing tag. All right, so there are these 8 kids and they were at the park and they were all playing tag. That's what I'm seeing in my mind. And then 7 more kids came over and they said, this looks like so much fun. Can I play tag too? And they're like, of course you can, come on. And then all of the kids were in the park playing tag together. That's what I'm picturing in my mind when I read it. Step number 2 says retell the story. An easy way for us to be able to retell the story is to break it apart into the beginning of the story, the middle of the story, and the end of the story. So let's look at this problem together. What happens at the beginning? That's right, 8 kids playing tag. So right here I'm going to put 8 and I'm going to put a K to represent the amount of kids playing tag. And then what happened in the middle of our story? 7 more kids came to play. So I'm going to put 7 more kids. The K for kids, keep it short and simple. So in the beginning 8 kids were playing, then 7 more kids came, and then in the end what happened? That's what it wants us to figure out. It wants us to figure out how many kids in all were playing tag. Okay, so if I'm going to retell the story, I'm going to tell my mom, and I'm going to tell her 8 kids were playing, 7 more came. Now, how many kids are playing tag in all? Okay, so the retell is super short, but it helps you to really understand what the problem is asking you. Step number 3, we have to ask ourselves a really important question. We have to say, is the end result going to be more or less? So if there's 8 kids at the park and 7 more come, are there going to be more than 8 kids or less than 8 kids? That's right, there's going to be more than 8 kids. So we know that we're going to add. Step number 4 says write an equation. So let's write our equation for this. Okay, so there were 8 kids playing at the park. And then we know we're going to add because we're going to have more at the end. 7 more came. That equals, we don't know yet. Let's fill out our part whole map. So we know part are the 8 kids that were there in the beginning. The other part are the 7 kids that came. And the whole is what we're trying to figure out. How many were there all together at the park playing tag? How can I solve 8 plus 7? You should think about it. So one way I can solve it is if you remember your doubles, this is a near double equation. So if I know that 8 plus 8 equals 16, but we know this isn't quite 8, this is 7, so that's 1 less than 8. So we have to take 1 away from right here. 16 minus 1 equals 15. So we can use a known combination or a near double to help us solve the problem. We can also count on. So if we count on, we're going to hold on to the biggest number, which is 8, and we're going to count on 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So count on with me. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So they finished filling out our part whole mat. There's 15. 8 plus 7 equals 15. All right, boys and girls, there's going to be a story problem for each day that I want you to fill out, going through all of our steps. Make sure you model how you solve it. So right here, number 5, I modeled how I solved it. Either I used a known combination or I counted on. So I'm showing you how I got my answer. Make sure you're doing the same thing. And then record your work and make it as clear as you can. Make sure you fill out the beginning, middle, end map, and the part whole map. And if you have any questions, I'm here to help you. All right, boys and girls, I'll see you soon.